What is up, everyone? Chapter 422 of Rent a Girlfriend just leaked, and honestly, Kazuya Kinoshita needs an intervention. We just came off an emotional high with Sumi-chan, but Kazuya is back in his room, spiraling in the most Kazuya way possible. He's written a masterpiece confession letter that is so long and so bad, it actually makes Mini-chan turn pale. We're talking 1,400 characters of pure cringe. Let's break down the madness of Masterpiece. Before we even get to the story, we have to talk about this cover page. Reiji is really leaning into the metaphors here. We've got Sumi dressed as a farmer, looking like she's cultivating her feelings for Kazuya, while Kazuya is literally portrayed as a cow. I don't know if he's calling Kazuya a cash cow or just highlighting his slow brain, but it's a vibe. The story starts with Kazuya still riding the high from Sumi calling him number one. Even though he still thinks it was just lip service, he's flailing around his room, letting out weird guo sounds. He even starts fantasizing about Chizuru praising his appearance, which in true Kanokari fashion, escalates into a risky and embarrassing romantic scenario in his head. After a night of no sleep, Kazuya presents his secret weapon, the Mizuhara confession letter. It's a 1,400 character monstrosity. He's incredibly proud of it, calling it a masterpiece. He meets up with Mini-chan at a family restaurant to show her his work. Guys, Minnie's reaction is everything. As she reads it, the color literally drains from her face. She looks at him in pure disbelief and says, "This is basically song lyrics, isn't it?" She points out that he mentions stars way too much and that the whole thing is repetitive, overly long, and honestly, exhausting to read. She gives him a brutal, blunt critique, telling him he needs to cut it down to at least 1/3 of its size. Minnie realizes Kazuya is still acting like Chizuru is some impossible goal. She tries to wake him up with a fishing analogy. She tells him, "Miss Chizuru is already hooked. All you need to do now is reel her in." She's basically telling him that the hard part is over. Chizuru already likes him, so he doesn't need all this fancy embellishment. He just needs to be sincere and straightforward. But Kazuya, he's still in denial. To avoid facing the reality that Chizuru might actually love him, he categorizes Sumi's kindness as fairy tale-like and not representative of typical girls. He's literally doing mental gymnastics to stay in the friend zone in his own head. Then we get a surprisingly sentimental moment. Minnie notices that Kazuya's phone battery is dying and the screen is badly cracked. She tells him it's time to buy a new one, but Kazuya refuses. He explains that the phone itself isn't important, but the case was the very first gift Chizuru ever gave him. He's terrified that if he gets a new phone, the case won't fit anymore. Minnie freezes, looking at him with this hard-to-describe expression, half pity, half awe, and whispers, "Miss Chizuru is really a lucky girl." It's a reminder that beneath all the cringe, Kazuya's devotion to Chizuru is actually pretty legendary. The chapter ends with Kazuya alone, trying to plan the ultimate real date. He wants to avoid every single place they've visited during their rental dates because he wants this to be real. He's scrolling through his phone and sees a place called Mother Farm. It echoes back to the cover page theme. The teaser for next time is flower fields. It looks like the rental era is officially ending and the real date arc is about to begin. Will Kazuya actually listen to Minnie and keep his confession simple? And is Mother Farm the perfect spot for the final move? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for the Chapter 423 leaks. Peace out.